This photo slideshow is titled Tour of Laff in the Dark. And the photos you're about to see, I acquired them from Google. Okay, the link is spelt out like this: Playland After Dark, P.2. Now, I acquired these photos at Google. I'm sure if you punch in that link at Firefox, Yahoo, AOL, you'll probably still find it. When you click it on, you'll see you'll be led to another series of photos. All photos of Playland. Now, before we proceed, Laff in the Dark, L-A-F-F. Now, we all know that Laff is spelled L-A-U-G-H. They spelt it this way to be artistic, no doubt. The same way the rock and roll 60s band, The Byrds, is spelled B-Y-R-D-S. And we know The Byrds is spelled B-I-R-D-S. Yeah, you see what I mean? I'm almost certain of that. This is a nice photo. The exterior complete. Laff in the Dark. Remember these clowns? They used to shift around and make funny noises. Well, what I mean by funny noises is you would hear the mechanisms of these clowns being shifted. They would swing back and forth. Too bad that's not a better photo. Black and white. Do you remember this photo? I guess this is the first prop as you enter Laff in the Dark. That skeleton. I think that light went on, and there was a buzzer sound where it went bzzz, and I think this thing shook. You see the way they're highlighting the feet? They're trying to let the public know there was a mechanism there that maybe triggered this guy off. I think. I don't know. Okay. You see this one? I'm going to read you the quote from it. A flashing lightning bolt trick is triggered as the car makes a tight turn. Okay, I had written that down because I wanted to read that off. And I think I remember that. As the car turns, this goes bzzz. You know, flashes. It's either white or yellow. And you go around the corner this way. Now, I worked at Playland in 1971 when I was 16 years old. And they had a lot of these same props there. They had this guy. I remember this guy. He was down. When the car went through, he would pop up. I don't know if he made a noise or what. I forgot if you turned this way, if you were coming straight and made a left. I think you probably had to. Or you could have come this way and made a right. I'm almost sure that it was this way and left. I don't remember this photo too well. What's that, some kind of ghost behind cemetery plots and that owl over there. I think I might remember that owl. I think it blinked its eye, I'm not sure. Blinked its eye as the car passed. Look at these girls. The same prop, but we're seeing the angle as they approach it. Full O prune. F-U-L-L, right? Capital O period. P-R-U-N-E. Maybe that was the name of the person behind that cemetery plot. Full O prune. If that's somebody's name, that's a very, very strange name. Alright, you know what this reminds me of? See that? Looks like a snow ape. It reminds me of the Abominable Snowman. That was one of the episodes in Season 4 of Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. They found the Abominable Snowman in some resort somewhere up in Alaska, and they brought it on board the Seaview. Alright, I remember that. I think the car goes this way. Okay, straight, and then you make a right. I believe so, yeah. Remember this guy? I believe this was at Playland in the summer of 1971. I think this guy was down as some kind of weird clown. Then he would pop up. And I think the same applied to that rabbit in the barrel. It used to go zoop up, something like that. You know, it's hard for me to remember. You know, we're going back a long time. Many years ago. I really don't remember this photo too well. The skeleton's getting out of the coffin as this gentleman is standing there. Yeah. He almost looks like an actor, doesn't he? Almost reminds me of Alfred Hitchcock. Imagine if you were at someone's wake, standing over the coffin, and the person climbed out of the coffin. I would think it's some kind of publicity stunt. Look at this thing. What is that, a bear? I think many people will remember these props. They're all classics. Yeah, it's some kind of bear. You go this way and you make a left. Or some kind of animal demon. They highlight it again on an angle as the girls approach it. You can see it's kind of fake. See that? A prop wooding or cardboard, and they just portray the head out like that. I don't know if they're really scared. I think they're just posing for the photos. Here's a skeleton prop. They have an arrow pointing that way and that way. Probably to let the public know that's where one of the trigger mechanisms is. You know, like as the car goes through, it triggers it off with the electric eye. I remember this prop as the car goes by. See, the arrow even shows that this head is hidden over there, and it goes. I think the eyes go shifting back and forth. You know, like somebody hit it over the head. What is that? A monkey's head? Or an ape or something. I like this one, and I remember this one too. The devil. Yeah. I always thought it would be funny if I took an M80 and tossed it at that devil right there. Boom! I wonder what would happen. You think that would explode and go falling off its pedestal? Yeah, you'd probably get arrested if you did that. Yeah, wouldn't that be something if the ride attendant heard explosions inside the Laff in the Dark or the zombie castle? He said, "Hey, what's going on in there?" You know, he'd call the police and they'd go in there and raid the place. Yeah, you can get in a lot of trouble if you heard all these explosions. Wouldn't that be something? What's that? Some kind of ghost or demon in the coffin? Looks like somebody just ran a sword through its heart over there. Is that what that's supposed to be? I don't know. Reminds me of something like the Pendulum. Vincent Price. Yeah, remember the two cats? I remember that. They crisscrossed back and forth as the car went by. I believe they were there in the summer of '71 when I worked there. And this was, I think, the last exhibit. The last prop, when you came out of that spiral tunnel. Remember that tunnel that flickered with psychedelic lighting? And then they changed it later on. They had the Frankenstein monster there. I remember the mule. I think those back legs kicked up. Yeah, that was the last prop. Yep, and that's the last photo to the slideshow. Alright, very good. This video was taken on this Friday evening, May 18th. 2012. And the time right now is 8:55 p.m. And that completes the video.